Section 1 Outline, World Building and Character Introduction. Introduction to the Galactic Setting and the Galactic Council. The galaxy is controlled by the Galactic Council, a governing body made up of representatives from several highly advanced alien species. They regulate all intergalactic exchanges, trade, technology, culture, and strictly control what they deem as primitive worlds. Earth, classified as a Class 3 planet, is seen as underdeveloped and thus heavily restricted in its cultural and technological exchanges. Most alien species consider Earth's contributions trivial, especially when it comes to food and other cultural artifacts. Protagonist background: Alex Reyes, human chef scientist. Alex Reyes, a human with a unique background combining culinary science and botany, has been frustrated by the Galactic Council's limitations on Earth's exports. While alien worlds share technological innovations freely, human cultural contributions are largely disregarded, especially in areas like food, which aliens perceive as primitive. Alex's passion for food and its hidden medicinal properties began in childhood, growing up on a family farm where their parents taught them to appreciate the value of every plant and herb. This upbringing drives Alex's belief that food holds untapped potential beyond mere sustenance. Galactic politics and the Council's attitude toward Earth. The Council is predominantly controlled by a few key species: the Trisarch, who value tradition and ritual; the Calarians, a tech-centric species with disdain for organic culture; and the Amarok, who prioritize intellectual achievements over everything else. Counselor Dr. Kalarin, a prominent Calarian scientist, embodies the Council's dismissive attitude toward Earth's culture, particularly its food. He sees humans as primitive, emphasizing technology and real science as the only paths forward. The Council's recent resolution to ban non-essential cultural items from Earth frustrates Alex further, but it's clear to them that the Council only views Earth as a resource, not a partner. Alex's motivations and initial challenges. Alex's main goal is to prove that Earth's food, especially the natural properties of certain plants and spices, can hold immense value even to advanced alien species. Alex struggles with self-doubt, feeling insignificant within the vast galaxy. They worry that their work will never be taken seriously, especially against powerful, influential voices like Dr. Kalarin's. Alex's frustration is compounded by the fact that they see a crucial aspect of human culture, Earth's culinary wisdom, as ignored and underestimated. They want to change this perception and show the Council that humanity has valuable contributions to offer. Foreshadowing the larger conflict. Rumors begin circulating about a strange illness spreading on one of the Council's worlds, and the Council is struggling to find a cure. This mysterious illness could be a chance for Alex to showcase Earth's medicinal culinary resources, but they don't know how to approach the Council with their unorthodox solutions. Alex becomes aware of the severity of the situation and decides to prepare themselves for what could be their only chance to convince the Council of Earth's worth. Excerpt from Section 1, A Glimpse of Alex's World. Alex Reyes scanned the array of jars lining their lab's back wall, each one filled with dried herbs, roots, and spices gathered from Earth's diverse ecosystems. To anyone else, it might have looked like an eccentric collection of curiosities, but to Alex, it was a library of potential the Galactic Council refused to recognize. "They call it primitive," Alex muttered, a spark of frustration flaring in their chest as they arranged the jars by potency. Primitive, when half of these plants have been studied for centuries and can heal wounds faster than their synthetic compounds. In the pristine, sterile lab of the Council's research center, the earthy aroma of Alex's herbs was an anomaly. Other scientists, mostly Calarian and Amarok, would pass by with wrinkled noses and skeptical glances, whispering to each other about the human who brought their garden to the stars. But Alex ignored them. Their focus was on the small vial they'd been preparing all morning, a bright green tincture derived from the maranthium root, a powerful anti-inflammatory they'd perfected over years of meticulous study. It was one of Earth's unsung medicinal treasures, a plant Alex knew could change galactic medicine if only the Council would look beyond their preconceptions. "You think you'll change their minds with a vial of green goop?" A voice interrupted Alex's thoughts, and they looked up to see Lyra, a Xylurian and one of the few Council members who didn't openly mock their work. Lyra's multifaceted eyes gleamed with amusement, though Alex knew she meant no harm. "It's not just green goop," Alex replied, holding the vial up to the light. "This goop could heal wounds that your advanced nanotechnology can't touch." Lyra chuckled softly. "You're determined, I'll give you that." But the Council doesn't change its stance easily, especially not on Earth's contributions. Then they're short-sighted, Alex replied, their voice hardening. They don't realize what they're overlooking. Lyra tilted her head, her antennae twitching in curiosity. Then prove them wrong, Alex. Make them see. Alex's gaze softened as they looked at the vial in their hand, feeling a renewed surge of determination. Lyra's words were simple, but they held a weight of encouragement. For a moment, Alex allowed themselves to believe that change was possible, even if it meant defying every expectation and taking risks that others deemed foolish. Their reverie was broken by the sound of the Council's summons echoing through the lab's intercom. Alex's heart skipped a beat as they realized this was it, their chance to speak before the Council, to challenge centuries of dismissive arrogance with the simple truth that Earth's primitive ways held more power than the galaxy could ever imagine. This introduction positions Alex as a resilient, passionate figure standing against overwhelming odds. The galactic world they inhabit is vast and complex, ruled by a council that overlooks humanity's unique value. Through determination and innovation, Alex is poised to challenge these biases, setting the stage for the story's dramatic evolution. Section 2 Outline, Journey and First Conflict. Initial confrontation with alien forces. The Galactic Council's representatives, led by Dr. Kalaran, dismiss Alex's initial proposal to use Earth's resources to cure the plague affecting Council worlds. Determined not to give up, Alex uses this rejection as motivation to dig deeper. They begin experimenting with unique Earth ingredients, hoping to find a formula that can effectively treat the mysterious illness spreading across the galaxy. A new ally and a significant setback. Introduction of Kira, a fellow human scientist. Alex meets Kira, a biologist who has also been studying Earth's flora in secret, believing they have untapped potential. Kira is resourceful, pragmatic, and has an affinity for the more dangerous side of Earth's plant life. She becomes Alex's confidant and ally. Kira and Alex share information, combining their knowledge to make significant progress. But during a trial, the serum they create has an adverse effect on a test subject. The setback discourages Alex and brings doubts, as they question whether they're truly ready to confront the Council. A glimmer of hope and unexpected support. Introduction of Ryler, an alien council member. Ryler, an elder from the Trisarch species and a council representative, observes Alex's work from a distance. Known for his fairness and keen insight, Ryler appreciates Alex's perseverance and begins to subtly support them. Ryler discreetly provides them with information about the alien physiology of those affected by the plague, helping them refine their formula. His support is risky, as assisting Alex could jeopardize his standing within the Council. Alex's bond with Kira and Ryler gives them renewed confidence, and they begin to see some success in their experiments. Breakthrough and new challenges. After days of trial and error, Alex and Kira succeed in creating a serum that shows signs of working against the alien illness. Encouraged, they decide to test it on a willing alien volunteer. The test is partially successful, slowing the spread of the illness but not fully curing it. This small victory raises the Council's interest, but Dr. Kalaran still insists it's insufficient and tries to dismiss Alex's work as mere luck. A council meeting is called, during which Alex must defend their findings before the entire council, facing scrutiny and intense questioning. Foreshadowing a larger conflict. Dr. Kalaran, who feels threatened by Alex's success, begins a covert campaign to discredit them. Rumors circulate, and pressure mounts for the council to discard Earth's contributions altogether. Despite the hostility, Alex remains resolute, buoyed by their friendships with Kara and Ryler. They vow to keep pushing forward, realizing that proving Earth's worth to the galaxy will take more than a single breakthrough. Excerpt: Alex's first encounter with alien opposition. Alex glanced around the cavernous council chamber, feeling the weight of the moment pressing down on them. At their side, Kira offered a small nod of encouragement, her hand brushing against the vial in her pocket, the product of days of sleepless nights and relentless testing. This serum was far from perfect, but it was their best shot. Across the chamber, Dr. Kalaran's cold eyes narrowed, his rigid stance a sharp contrast to the supportive figure of Ryler, seated on the far end of the table. The elder alien's presence gave Alex a thread of reassurance, but it did little to quiet the drumbeat of anxiety pounding in their chest. Dr. Reyes, Kalaran's voice echoed, each syllable steeped in thinly veiled disdain. you claim that this concoction of yours can alleviate the symptoms of an illness that has eluded our brightest minds? Alex met his gaze, keeping their voice steady. Yes, Dr. Killeran. Our initial trials have shown promise. The serum contains compounds derived from a specific herb native to Earth, one known to have properties that interact uniquely with cellular structures similar to those of the affected species. A scoff rippled through the alien assembly, voices low but filled with doubt. Alex felt their stomach twist, but they pushed forward. The compound targets the alien cells directly, providing relief in areas where even your advanced synthetic treatments have fallen short. It's not a miracle cure, but it's a start. Killeran's lips curled into a sneer. A start? The Galactic Council doesn't entertain half measures, Dr. Reyes. If your serum can't deliver complete results, then this is nothing more than a waste of time. At that, Kira stepped forward. If I may, Dr. Killeran, she began, her voice calm but laced with defiance. Earth's remedies aren't like your synthetic treatments. They work in harmony with the body, adapting over time. This serum is a first step, a foundation we can build upon with further refinement. The council members whispered among themselves, some nodding with intrigue, others shaking their heads in dismissal. Alex noticed Ryler watching them closely, his gaze a mix of curiosity and sympathy. His support, silent but steady, was a lifeline amidst the storm of skepticism surrounding them. Killeran's expression darkened. Harmony, he echoed, his tone dripping with condescension. You expect us to rely on primitive harmony when lives are at stake? Alex's fists clenched at their sides, but they kept their tone steady. What we offer may seem primitive to you, Dr. Killeran, but it's effective. Earth's natural compounds have been honed through centuries of use. I believe, given time, this serum could save countless lives. There was a pause as the council deliberated, but Killeran's mocking smile never faltered. Perhaps the council should consider suspending all human contributions, he said, his words laced with venom. If this is the best you can offer, then perhaps Earth's time in our council has run its course. Alex's heart pounded, their mind racing as they realized the gravity of Killeran's threat. He wasn't merely dismissing their work, he was openly proposing Earth's exclusion from the council. Before the decision could be finalized, Ryler rose, his presence commanding the room's attention. We cannot dismiss innovation simply because it challenges our methods, Dr. Killeran. Earth's approaches may seem unconventional, but every culture holds wisdom, even if it's buried under what we don't understand. Ryler's words cut through the room, silencing the whispers. Alex felt a surge of gratitude, meeting Ryler's gaze with a silent promise that they wouldn't give up. With a slight nod of encouragement, Ryler sat back down, allowing the council to deliberate once more. Outside the chamber, Kira turned to Alex, her expression a mix of frustration and pride. We're not giving up, she said firmly. No matter what they say, we'll keep pushing. They can laugh all they want, but they won't deny the truth forever. Alex smiled, the fire of resolve burning stronger than ever. They can mock us, but we're not done. We'll keep testing, keep refining, until they have no choice but to see. Summary for Section 2. In this section, Alex and Kara's alliance solidifies as they face the council's mockery and hostility. Dr. Killeran's open threat of exclusion challenges Alex's determination, but Ryler's subtle support reinforces their belief in Earth's unique gifts. Despite setbacks, the two scientists press forward, realizing that proving Earth's worth won't be a simple task but a continuous battle against prejudice and doubt. Section 3 Outline, Escalation and High-Stakes Clashes. Council orders testing of Earth's serum under false pretenses. The Council, under mounting pressure to address the galactic plague, reluctantly agrees to test Earth's serum on a wider scale. Alex sees this as a major breakthrough, unaware that Dr. Killeran has tampered with the serum samples to make them less effective. The Council stages a live demonstration, and, to Alex's horror, the serum fails to have any effect on the alien patient. The public failure is humiliating, and Alex's reputation is tarnished. The betrayal and its aftermath. After the failure, Alex is informed by Ryler that Dr. Killeran had secretly replaced some of the ingredients in the serum. Alex is devastated by the betrayal, realizing that the Council is willing to go to great lengths to dismiss humanity's contributions. Kara, furious and heartbroken, urges Alex to retaliate and expose Killeran's deception. But Alex, aware of the delicate political landscape, knows they need irrefutable proof before they can make such an accusation. A new plan and tactical alliance with Ryler. Alex and Kara work with Ryler in secret, gathering data and recording Killeran's interactions to expose his treachery. They learn that the plague has worsened, spreading rapidly through the Council's home planets. Ryler convinces a faction within the Council to support Alex's efforts, providing limited resources to help them refine the serum and run tests in more controlled environments. The alliance between Ryler and the human scientists grows stronger, highlighting a cultural shift and growing respect for Earth's unique approach to healing. A high-stakes mission, the Galactic Outpost. The Council's home planet is now overrun with the plague, and Killeran has made Alex's serum look unreliable. Alex and Kara propose an audacious plan to test the serum on an infected alien species in a high-security galactic outpost, far from the Council's home world. With Ryler's covert support, Alex and Kara travel to the outpost, facing resistance from its military commander, Captain Vrex, who views humans with suspicion. They work around the clock, refining the serum to ensure it's effective. After multiple attempts, they finally succeed in stabilizing the infected patients. Climax of Section 3, Showdown with Killeran. Dr. Killeran, furious over Alex's success at the outpost, arrives unannounced to shut down the experiment. He threatens to arrest Alex and Kara, but Ryler intervenes, demanding that the Council see the proof before dismissing Earth's solution entirely. Killeran attempts to destroy Alex's lab, sparking a tense confrontation. In the struggle, Kara is injured, and Alex, filled with rage, stands up to Killeran in front of the Council, accusing him of sabotage. The Council hesitates, but Ryler and a small faction stand by Alex, demanding a thorough investigation into Killeran's actions. This climactic confrontation shifts the Council's perspective, although tensions remain high. Excerpt: Alex's high-stakes mission to the outpost. The galactic outpost gleamed in the dark void, its structure reinforced with gleaming metal and pulsating with the faint, blue light of the Council's energy cores. As Alex stepped out of their vessel, a mix of dread and determination settled over them. This outpost was their last chance to prove Earth's serum could save lives, yet the hostility surrounding them was palpable. Captain Vrex, a towering, armored Amarok with fierce, scaled features, blocked their path, his eyes narrowing as he took in their human appearance. "So, this is the great healer?" His voice dripped with sarcasm, and Alex felt Kara bristle beside them. "Captain Vrex," Alex replied, keeping their tone level, "we're here to help, not to challenge your authority. If our serum works, it could save lives across the Council's territories." Vrex's snort was audible, his disdain clear. "Earth's primitives think they can succeed where our best scientists have failed? Don't make me laugh." I agreed to this only because Ryler insisted. Alex's jaw clenched, but they held their composure. "Allow us to proceed with the trials. If the serum fails, we'll leave and never return." Captain Vrex glared for a moment longer before stepping aside. "Do your tests, human. But know this, if you waste my time, you won't set foot in Council space again." With a curt nod, Alex and Kara proceeded to the medical wing, where rows of patients lay in quarantine chambers, their faces etched with pain. The severity of the plague had worsened since their last reports. Infected beings writhed and moaned, their bodies burning with fever as the disease ravaged them. Kara worked alongside Alex, injecting small doses of the revised serum into the patient's veins. They worked in silence, moving from chamber to chamber, refining and adjusting the serum as they tracked the patient's responses. Hours turned into days, but as they injected the latest serum batch, a breakthrough came. One of the patients, a frail, reptilian Farkian, gasped, his breathing stabilizing as the fever broke. Alex and Kara watched in awe as the patient's vitals improved, his temperature dropping to normal levels. "It's working," Kara whispered, eyes wide with disbelief. "Alex, it's actually working." A surge of hope washed over Alex, their exhaustion forgotten. "We need to document this. If the Council sees this, they'll have no choice but to accept Earth's contribution." But before they could proceed, alarms blared throughout the outpost. The sudden, jarring noise set Alex's heart racing. They turned to see Dr. Killeran storming into the medical wing, flanked by security officers. What is this? Kelerin snarled, his gaze landing on the stabilized patient. You dare conduct experiments without council oversight? Dr. Kelerin, Alex replied, standing tall. This patient shows clear signs of recovery. If you'd let us complete the trials, we could produce results that. Enough! Kelerin's voice thundered through the room. This farce ends now. You're tampering with the health of council members, endangering them with your reckless experiments. I'm shutting this down. Alex felt the weight of Kelerin's accusation, his words laced with malice and intent. Before they could argue, Kira stepped forward, defiance blazing in her eyes. You're sabotaging a cure, Kelerin. This serum could save lives, don't let your arrogance destroy it. Kelerin sneered, gesturing to the security officers. Remove them. And seize every vial of this so-called cure. As the guards moved toward them, Alex glanced at Kira. No matter what happens, they whispered, we'll find a way to get this serum out. Suddenly, Ryler appeared, his presence commanding the room's attention. I won't allow this, he declared, his gaze steely as he addressed Kelerin. These humans have shown results, and if you interfere now, it's your responsibility if lives are lost. A tense standoff ensued. Kelerin's face contorted with rage, but he reluctantly backed down, his eyes burning with malice. This isn't over, he hissed, his tone promising retribution. But for now, Alex knew they had won a small but vital victory. Summary of Section 3. In this section, Alex and Kira's journey becomes a desperate fight for survival and truth. Betrayed by Kelerin and forced to confront their deepest fears, they find strength in each other and in Ryler's support. The Council remains a looming threat, but they've proven that Earth's contributions hold value if only the galaxy would open its eyes. Section 4 Outline, Climax and Resolution. The Galactic Council's Ultimatum. Following the confrontation at the Galactic Outpost, Kelerin persuades the Council to issue an ultimatum: either Alex submits all their research on the serum to the Council for them to control, or Earth will be stripped of any remaining diplomatic rights, blocking its access to resources and trade. Alex, with Ryler and Kira at their side, realizes this is their final stand. They have to convince the Council to allow Earth's contributions to be valued equally with other galactic cultures or risk losing Earth's hard-earned place in the galaxy. Preparation for the final confrontation. Alex and Kira devise a plan to present irrefutable evidence of Earth's serum's success. They use live demonstration tactics, involving testimonies from cured patients willing to speak on Earth's behalf. With Ryler's assistance, they secure a meeting with the entire Council, presenting a daring proposal that the serum's benefits be shared for the welfare of all rather than controlled by a select few. Climactic confrontation, the Council showdown. The final Council meeting is tense, with Kelerin doubling down on his stance that Earth's methods are unreliable and that humans should not be trusted with the Council's well-being. Alex challenges Kelerin directly, revealing proof of his tampering and sabotage with a recording that Ryler helped secure. The Council is stunned, and the tide begins to turn in Alex's favor. As Alex speaks passionately about humanity's perseverance, unique cultural assets, and desire to contribute to the galaxy, more Council members begin to express support. Resolution of the central conflict. The Council, swayed by Alex's impassioned speech and evidence, votes in favor of allowing Earth's serum to be distributed across the galaxy. Kelerin, disgraced and stripped of his position, leaves the Council chambers in defeat. His departure signals a shift in the Council's approach, as they adopt a more inclusive stance toward Earth. Kira and Alex share a moment of quiet triumph, realizing they've paved the way for humanity to be respected on the galactic stage. Reflection and emotional closure. With the plague spread finally under control, Alex reflects on their journey, understanding that they've set a precedent for Earth's cultural significance in the galaxy. Ryler expresses his gratitude, acknowledging that he's learned more from Earth's methods than he could have anticipated, hinting at a lasting alliance. Alex and Kira prepare to return to Earth, but they know that this victory is only the beginning. The galaxy's view of Earth has started to shift, but it will take ongoing work to solidify their newfound respect. Subtle foreshadowing and open-ended conclusion. As Alex and Kira leave the Council, Ryler hints at other galaxies dealing with similar crises, leaving Alex to wonder if Earth's role as a cultural and medicinal contributor has only just begun. Back on Earth, Alex is celebrated, but they feel a growing sense of responsibility for the galaxy's future, knowing that humanity's contributions could have far-reaching impacts. Excerpt from Section 4, The Climax and Resolution. The council chambers were silent, the weight of thousands of eyes bearing down on Alex as they stood at the center of the vast, echoing hall. Ryler and Kara stood beside them, flanking Alex like pillars of strength, yet the council members' expressions remained wary, skeptical, and burdened with disbelief. Killeran's voice cut through the silence like a blade. "You speak of Earth's unique approach, but what have you proven here, Dr. Reyes? A temporary relief for the infected, perhaps, but nothing that warrants a shift in council protocol." Alex's eyes narrowed, but their voice remained steady. Temporary? These beings are alive and thriving because of Earth's contribution. Our serum, our culture, everything you dismissed as primitive, was the only cure that succeeded where your technology failed. A ripple of murmurs swept through the council. For the first time, doubt flickered in Killeran's cold gaze. Yet he rallied, his voice hardening. "Even if there were successes, do we risk galactic stability on the untested and unproven?" "Unproven?" Alex echoed, fury simmering beneath their calm exterior. "The proof lies with every patient we've cured." And with a nod to Kira, Alex pressed a button, and holograms sprang to life, filling the chamber with visuals of once suffering patients who now stood strong and healthy. The council members leaned forward, captivated by the images, seeing species from every corner of the galaxy giving testimonies of their restored health. Faces that had once been pale and plagued now glowed with life. And in the corner, one particular recording played, Killeran himself, unknowingly caught on camera, tampering with Alex's serum. A gasp rippled through the chamber. Alex felt a wave of vindication as the realization washed over the council members. Ryler stepped forward, his voice calm yet commanding. "Counselors, it's time we stop dismissing Earth's contributions as trivial. Dr. Reyes has saved lives. Are we really so entrenched in our ways that we refuse to acknowledge the truth?" Killeran's face twisted, his usual composure shattered. "This is manipulation, propaganda. Earth's methods will only destabilize us. We can't trust them." But the council members had seen enough. One by one, they raised their voices in favor of Earth's serum. "The truth has been hidden from us for too long," a Trisarch elder declared, nodding toward Alex. "We've been blinded by prejudice." Killeran was escorted out, his protests fading into the distant corridors. Alex felt the weight of relief settle over them, but there was also a hint of sorrow. Their victory had come at a cost, the trust of the galaxy shaken, yet they had succeeded in planting the seeds of change. As the council adjourned, Ryler approached Alex and Kara. "I never expected a human to teach me this much about compassion," he admitted, his voice softer than usual. "There are other galaxies, other systems facing challenges we can barely comprehend. Perhaps your journey is only just beginning." Alex met his gaze, the fire of determination once again igniting within. "Then I'll be ready." Summary of Section 4. In this climactic and reflective final section, Alex's journey comes full circle. They achieve a hard-fought victory over the Council's prejudice, and the galaxy gains newfound respect for Earth's contributions. The story concludes with emotional resolution, yet hints of future challenges and alliances lie on the horizon, suggesting that Earth's unique value is only beginning to be realized across the stars.